You ever had to lie about who you were for some type of a significant gain, or maybe just because you were embarrassed of who you've been lying to this whole time? Because and never been caught for it, because this woman has been caught and is now facing serious jail time for doing so. And it's kind of embarrassing what she did, and when I tell you what it was all for, you'll be embarrassed for her as well. Regardless, though, I'm going to start off with Jamie, because she's got quite the story for me.
Oh, jeez.
So, apparently, I don't know the full logics to this one, but I think somebody was in the hospital in my family, and my great-aunt pretended to be a doctor, saying that she had a doctorate degree. And it turns out that they found out that she wasn't a doctor.
Oh, no.
She just had her doctorate degree in English, so she could...
She had a doctorate in English. She's an English major. Okay.
Yeah. And she used it so she can get into the hospital to try and get early access into either like a birth or something.
Is this like one of the family only?
Wait, why though? Why'd you do that?
For direct it was for direct members only, right? Is that why?
I don't know. See, I don't have the full...
I think Jamie's trying to explain that in order for this aunt to get into the immediate family, which is the only people that are allowed to go see a birth being born or to see things like that, she lied about being a doctor in order to get through access.
Oh.
Yeah.
Maybe it was an ER trip as well. That also is a thing.
Yeah. So it was like some crazy stuff. I never heard of that. But
Now, what happened when she got caught? Do you remember?
I know that they were like pissed. I mean,
Did she get kicked out the hospital?
I mean, she didn't like exactly lie.
I guess you're right.
Well, she was insinuating that she was a doctor. When did she outright say, "I'm a
She
doctor"?
has a doctor.
She has a doctorate.
That's
But
not the
she
same
is
as being a doctor.
She is
Whoever.
Dr. something.
That's funny.
I mean, at the end of
That's
the
not
day,
medical, though.
she didn't really get like super caught. But I know that she's also the same aunt that had to take her road test like 6 times.
Oh,
So she's a little,
coming at her neck. And Jamie's great honor. If you're listening, call us up at 516-572-7440. That's 516-572-7440.
I'm also
Tell us your side of the story.
I'm also interested. If you would plead insanity, let us know how you would do it.
Oh my god.
That was an interesting question. I'm not interested in that one. Sorry, James. But
No, I'm curious. I'm
if you'd
genuinely
like
curious.
to, I guess. Aisha, I feel
Might
like
be
you're the type
useful
of-
for some of our listeners.
I think so too.
We're all mad here, right?
All right. I mean, I'm definitely mad at you right now. Aisha, you've told me about, you admitted to doing some of this plenty of times, all right? Who have you lied to about who you were, and what lies did you say about yourself? Were you a doctor in these people's eyes? Were you a firefighter, a pilot?
That's funny. So basically, like strangers, like Uber
Yes.
drivers and everything.
Of course.
Just for fun, I like to like make things up.
Why not? They'll never see them again.
You know,
Did they ask first, or you just go ahead and just tell them?
they start asking me, so I'm like, okay.
All right,
let
now
me
it's
have some
deserved. I
fun.
see it. What's your favorite lie to tell them?
Usually I go to like some fancy school.
Oh yeah, that's it.
Yeah, or like I have a kid.
The kid one's pretty good too.
What?
Or that, like, or accent.
Our
Like,
accent,
I don't
huh?
speak any English.
Any English?
Yeah.
I mean,
like,
do you
don't
speak another language?
Yeah.
Like fluently enough that like
I mean-
you could pull
No,
off?
I just like don't speak. I'm like, no English, no. Or yeah.
Even though it says on your profile knows English.
No, on your she's saying on your Uber or whatever.
Uber.
But that's just a
I don't know.
stretch. That could be a lie.
yeah, I like making up
Yeah.
identities for myself. Also, I feel like I lie to myself. I'm kind of delusional.
For sure.
At least the first step
There it
is
goes.
admitting
The
it.
first step is admitting.
Yeah.
There we go. You heard it here first. Anyone listening to Aisha all these past days that we should be on the air, she is an unreliable narrator. Nothing she's saying is true. Very much like
Definitely
Holden Caulfield.
delusional.
Holden
I'm
Caulfield
a
for
little
real.
Lala Loopy.
Oh, Loopy. I could see that. Jane, we've been talking about that. Yeah.
Jonker 2019. Jonker.
No, but
Society.
that's funny to say. It's funny you say that, Aisha. I can't tell if you're being serious or not.
I'm being 100%.
You are. You ever look in the mirror and be like, who is this?
Yeah, like I don't know. Like,
What is she talking about? Honestly, do you even have 5 jobs? I don't even know if you're lying about that too. But who knows now? At this point.
Probably. I think you're having an identity crisis is what I think might be happening.
Yeah. What was the question? What was it?
The question was, have you ever lied to someone about who
I
you were?
lie to myself who I am.
Perfect. Now, have you
my
ever been
goodness.
caught, not from yourself, but the people who you lied to that aren't yourself? Like, has an Uber driver caught you at the end of a trip and be like, I know you were lying to me this whole time? Or have you ever lied to a stranger that you actually saw again?
You know, I'm really careful. I don't do it to anyone
that you'll never
close to
see
me.
again?
Yeah.
That's smart. Well, Aisha's
That'd be
very...
super embarrassing.
But how do you know? Like, what if this Uber driver picks you up again?
I don't know. I'm kind of scared of Uber drivers. Every single one I had is kind of weird. I'm never taking an Uber.
No, I'd be scared of Ubers too.
Well, it's
They're
interesting.
so nice.
It's interesting you say you pick and choose who you lie to. I feel like you've probably lied to us a whole bunch about a lot of this information.
Well, I don't know about
I don't know.
lied, but she's definitely
Not lied.
she's withheld a lot of information.
Well,
I
that
don't know
too.
anything about Aisha.
I don't think I lied. I just don't tell you everything.
She's a
Yeah.
fib.
Well, that's different, but I'm saying
Next time,
I feel
Aisha,
like
I'm gonna ask you all the questions, very niche questions, so now you have no choice to lie to me. Yep.
no, for real though. I feel like some of the things that you be talking about be
Like what, the witch
fabricated.
story?
Maybe.
That was real. 100% real. Because I
He's talking about the
came
witch
home-
story?
The witch
I'm
story?
telling you, I came home and I told my mom the whole thing, and she's like, "There's something wrong with you." But
Wait,
That's
she said
probably what I
there's
would
something
say
wrong
too.
with you?
yeah, that was true. The witch story.
Wait, she said there was something wrong with you because of that?
Yes, that is what
What,
she just
you-
said.
Yeah, she
Yes.
said like,
She's-
"What's
so-
up with you?"
What's
Yeah.
up with you? It's just a lady. Huh? Oh, jeez.
I might agree with your mom too. Now looking back at it, I don't think there was a witch. I think you were the witch the whole time. I
You're
think
projecting it.
I think you casted this whole spell, and
Oh my
really,
goodness.
because this whole thing sounds absurd to me. 30 people in a room together interviewing each other. I think you were. I think
Think
you
about it.
casted a spell on yourself. I think none of that
Oh
was
my
real.
goodness. Yeah, you
4
manifested
hours
it.
too. What were you?
4 hours. And
In a
they were,
white
like,
room?
brainwashing
No walls?
us
No
about, like,
windows?
this company. No windows.
Yeah, I think that might have been your own thing.
Oh my goodness.
James, let's go into you now. You ever lied to somebody about who you were? Maybe that you were lived in Jersey when you lived in New York. That's a crazy lie right there.
That is a crazy lie because I would never live there. But anyway.
Yo, I feel like you could easily lie and say that you're a huge megastar, or say that like you're part of like a really big band, and you could totally blow it off.
No, that's the thing is I feel like it's very easy for people who like look like someone. They
Yeah.
could just steal their identity like for like 5 minutes until
could
someone looks
be-
it up.
Adam and the Metal Hawks, you know them?
Oh, I do know them.
You could just be Adam.
No,
Why not?
I'm fine. I'm fine, thank you. I'm not.
He's
I'm
fine
not
being James.
I'm fine being me. Like no offense
That's
to them.
I'm
Good
like
for
childhood
them.
friends with them. Come on.
I know someone who like dated one of the guys. I don't know. Well, indirectly, but it's whatever. I don't know. So that's the whole thing. Story for another time. But
What's your story for this time?
for this time, what have I lied about? I feel like I'm more inclined to give fake names to people like strangers that I don't trust. Like if they ask for my name.
That's fun.
Yeah, no, I like coming up with names.
I like that one too. That's a good one.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Like I like taking on these different personas. I do kind of lie a little bit.
Hold
there.
on a minute. So you're
But-
not gonna lie to us, but you're gonna lie to us about your names.
Yeah, why not?
To strangers
That's
who
easier.
I don't trust. Again, like they just walk up to me and they start talking to me. Like I don't know who you are. I
Like
don't
what
know.
names?
I don't know. John Marston, I guess. I don't know.
You
Come
don't
up with
look like a
something-
John.
John Marston. I don't know. I'm just saying random names. Again, what are they gonna discredit me? They just met me. They can't check my ID. They don't know who I
Yeah,
am.
facts. What are you talking about?
Some
Why
guy on the
not?
street.
It's so
telling
much more
you.
fun.
I'm looking at you right now. You do not look like a James. Oh my God, not a James. I'm
You don't
thinking of
even know
you.
he's
I'm
his own person.
You're not a John.
It's don't know what she's
Or a
talking
James.
about.
I'm James Leon.
What?
I'm James
Leon.
Leon. My mom is Spanish and my
That is
my
how you-
dad's Italian.
That is how you pronounce James and James.
Yeah,
in
I'm
Spanish
James
as well.
Leon. Yeah. There, I just created a name right now. You
There we go.
gonna discredit me on that? You don't
so
know me.
What names do you like to use when you're?
But that's
being,
your
you
name
know-
though, isn't it?
Not quite. Not
It's
quite.
half.
But again, like I never call myself James normally. That's not a thing I do.
No, but like, are you still using like some partial truth in your name?
It depends, I guess. Just what I come up with on the spot. It's improv. Come on.
So like, how do you know to respond to this if it's not your name?
How do I know to respond to it? Well, I guess if it's a character I've created, I don't know. Like I'll come up with a
Rehearses,
character on the
Jamie,
spot.
Come on now.
Bro, I feel like it would be so hard if someone was like, "Hello, Daniel," and I'm just sitting here like, "Who the hell's Daniel?"
You don't just well. Here's the thing: is if you're gonna do this, create the persona for yourself in your head. Create
Yeah,
the character.
practice. Make sure you know the capital.
I'm
of the
not
state
even
you live
saying
in.
practice. I'm just saying in general, like think it through and stick to it, and just become the character. I don't know. You know.
One with the cat.
I think a part of me always wanted to be an actor on the side, but I don't know. I guess that pretty helpful in this case. Is that Kevin McLeod?
Are you Kevin McLeod? James, still have yet to answer my question. What name do you have to use often? Because I have one.
Well, I just came up with two. I don't know if you...
What's the
I
most
heard those, but
popular
like the one you always use. You say you do this. So which name do you use that aren't these ones? I know you don't use Hamas. I know you don't use that. Which ones do you actually use?
Travis.
Travis.
Yeah.
Honestly, you could pass as a
Travis.
You get past as Travis, can't he?
I just be like, Travis. I'm Travis.
I like that. You know what's funny? You look more like a Travis than Travis Scott looks like a Travis, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I think I do.
The name I like to use is Bart, short for Bartholomew. I put that on any type of pickup order that you see like on a tablet. You don't have to put a name down or a pickup order for anything. I put
You
like
got
a
Chili's,
Bart.
and you're
they
just
go,
like,
really,
yeah, it's
Bart? I'm
Bart.
like, yeah, short for Bartholomew. They'll have a problem. They're like, oh, so sorry. It's my favorite part.
Put it on bot. Yeah, Chili's like, yeah, put the tab on bot.
Have you ever accidentally pressed the F?
Barf? No, I pressed the F after I pressed T. It's Bartif. and then I don't know where to go from there. I feel like, I don't know where I am anymore. I'm sorry. I forgot the mix of lies I'm in.
Is that Sneaky Snitch by Kevin McLeod?
Yes, it is. How'd you know? Regardless,
I'm a royalty-free music enthusiast.
This is like the YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is like when you're filming a YouTube video.
This is when you watch
skit.
Minecraft in 2015. 2010 to 2015.
Honestly,
This is Minecraft
I'm gonna go back to
music.
this because this fits. Honestly, this fits just the same too.
So, okay.
Now I'm gonna go back to why I brought this up. All right.
Okay.
So there is a girl, all right, a college graduate, or maybe not a graduate, who has been now arrested for faking a whole lot of things going on.
Oh.
But the reason why is because she got caught in her own lies. And if she would have just been true from the beginning, she wouldn't have to deal with now, I don't know, a jail sentence.
Oh,
did she
bro.
lie about graduating?
Before I go into that, though, I'm going to explain where I lie, all right? So I like to lie a lot to my customers about who I am and what I do outside of my job.
Yeah.
I've been a dancer. I've been...
Look at those legs.
Whoa.
I've been...
Look at those legs.
Whoa.
All right, take it easy.
Can you show up those calves?
That's what they tell me, and I go like, no.
Show me the
I
calves.
Wait, do
black
they
pants
actually? They
No,
ask?
they believe me when I tell them I'm a dancer. They go like, that's what I thought you were?
Oh,
And I was like,
ballet.
what the-
Yes. Show me those toes.
They don't think ballet, though. They don't think ballet.
Show me the toes.
They think you're weird. I don't know what you're into right now. But anyway, they don't think ballet though. They think more so what I'm trying to say.
Hip hop.
Like no. Like dance nights for money.
Oh.
Yeah. I tell them.
Giggity.
I tell them
So am I
that.
supposed to see the glutes at this point? We're going from the toes to the legs.
Oh boy, Jamie.
I guess so. I don't know what Jamie's on right now.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm
Maybe
just-
okay, Jamie. For once,
Jamie
I'm gonna
sounds like
say
a
it to
middle-aged
you.
woman,
I'm gonna
though.
be the one to say it to you this time.
That's the
Maybe you
point.
should stop before you get ahead of yourself.
James just hit you with your own line, Jamie.
Ew, why are you making
And
that
he's doing
noise?
Because I know it bothers you.
But yeah, I like doing that to my
Yeah, it
customers
bothers you,
all the
right?
time.
I like that.
The worst part is
That's
though they come back sometimes, and then
do
I have
come
to.
back.
How's the dancing?
And then I forget the lie that I am.
No, you just have to be like, yeah.
I just smile and wave at that point. I go with the flow.
No, like if they bring any of that up, it's like, oh, how's the ballet going?
I don't think I've lied about or pretend to like
How's
be
being a
like,
linebacker going? Yeah, it's good.
The only thing I pretend about like also is like this school. Like in terms of like the club I'm part of, I have always pretended I have clearance when I don't.
What do you mean?
Like I'll tell public safety I belong here when I don't.
Yeah.
I'll
What do
just
you
give
mean?
them a name that like, oh yeah, they said I guess be here, and they're like, oh okay, cool, thanks, and I'm not supposed to be there.
Honestly, lying is good.
Lying is fun.
Lying is good.
I love
Guys,
gaslighting people.
Are sick.
Yeah, I mean sometimes when you get what you need and want what you want,
You
you
need
have to
what you
you have to
need,
get it. You know, the
I don't
only
like
way
lying,
how.
man. I was always taught to be truthful. I can't lie. at all.
Boring, lame.
I
Sometimes
think this
you
is
get-
why you have so many problems, Jamie, is I think people know your personal information.
Now going back to
What kind of information do they know?
I don't know what that's about. But the whole reason I'm bringing this
Don't
up is
ask me.
because this woman, Chloe Stein, I should probably lower the music.
Chloe Stein.
Chloe Stein has now been found Tuesday night because she's being charged with faking her own abduction to hide the fact that she dropped out of college.
Same.
Very sad story.
Girl.
So this girl, Chloe, went
Did
above
she
and
leave the
beyond.
country?
No. This girl, Chloe, went. She should have been that smart, but
That
she's
is
not
not
that
how
smart,
you
clearly.
go off the grid.
This girl Chloe was so embarrassed that she never graduated college, or for that matter was even part of Penn State University, that she faked her own kidnapping. That's right. So at approximately 10:30 on Monday, she texted her boyfriend while driving home that she was getting pulled over by the police. And then from that day, her boyfriend had no contact from her ever until she was found at her own house, that is. So So,
Point of that?
so after
bad
she texted
lie.
her boyfriend that the cops found her vehicle, a Volkswagen Beetle, abandoned on Roadbag Road in the area of North Green Gate Road. So this is why she's being charged with kidnapping, because she even abandoned her car. Like, she wanted to really be,
She wanted to make
under
it
the impression that
convincing.
she was kidnapped. Now, at that time, the family made a missing person declaration, and an expansive search for Stein was launched. That's right. Tens of thousands of dollars was spent on this search, which included flying a helicopter in the area.
Yeah, no, they do that. They do that.
And then ultimately, she was found Tuesday night, just the next night over, with her own home. In her own home in Jeanette, about 30 miles southeast of Pittsburgh. Lamini said, when officers arrived, they found her safe inside, and she was taken for questioning. And just like that, the investigators found out that they received a call from Penn State University, where officials said that Stein was not currently an enrolled student. She was never a student in the first place.
That's even
So
yeah.
she didn't lie about graduating. She lied about being a student at all.
So that's even worse, because I could see that being like, that's fraud. You can get arrested for
Yep.
that, I think.
What was she doing? Like, what has she been doing?
I don't know what her whole plan
Just
was at that
cooking
point.
meals, watching TV.
She wanted to
eating
go
up
off the grid for a
popcorn.
reason. I just don't know why.
Yep. So yeah, that's her story. She lied about it all, and now she's gonna get charged for it. So
You
good
went
luck
back to your
her
house.
What's she being charged for?
faking kidnapping.
You know what? They
That's
should have
a
let her
charge,
eat that
though.
last meal at her house,
Because
and they
like
should
the
have taken her.
police,
The
like,
police spent
were looking
time.
for
They had a helicopter.
You know what's another bad lie in that whole thing is she first was like, oh, I got pulled over by the police. And then the police would just be like, oh, we have no record of this.
Yeah, that was my silly lie to tell her
That's
boyfriend.
crazy. That is an
So
insane
wait,
thing.
How long is she arrested for?
Oh well, she's still facing court now, but I would like to know how long that sentence could be. Hold
Is that
on.
jail time or a fine?
No, that's jail time.
I think
Yeah.
that is that is a
That's
straight
jail
like
time.
lie, like pretending to commit a crime on yourself, pretending to be a victim.
But they have to find out if any other people were involved in her alleged
She's
hoax.
probably gonna say she's like mentally distressed.
You see, the house. You may be asking, how is she in the house? Like, the house was belonged to an acquaintance, apparently, not an actual direct family member.
How old is she?
She is 23, and she
Oh,
will be
jeez.
hearing in front of Magisterial District Judge Joseph R. in May 29th for preliminary hearing. So until then, we don't really know how long she'll be facing time.
That's terrible.
Is it
girl
though?
went
She kind of
too
put this all on
far.
herself.
I mean, yeah, but I'm saying like in general, like she did do this to herself.
I felt like she had a bright idea halfway through and then
she
forgot.
wasted the cops' time and then thought she could get away with it.
Yeah.
That's again, you should have
The
never
biggest
even
crime
mentioned
here.
the
She
police.
could have left a note to her parents, I'm fine, I'm gone.
No, the whole
See
point
you
was I
in,
think
like-
she
She
was lying to
abandoned
her
her
parents.
she abandoned her vehicle, right? That's what
No, this girl did not want to be found because she was so ashamed and so embarrassed by never being in college in the first place and supposedly graduating this May that she had no choice but to
She went too
pretend to
far.
be kidnapped.
I think she Okay, here's my theory.
Go ahead, James.
I think she stayed in someone else's dorm the whole time. And
Yeah?
then eventually when they stopped being friends, they just kicked her out.
My question is, did her boyfriend know that she was never in that part of that school? That's like
Her parents were probably sending her money because she was in school.
her parents definitely didn't know, but did her boyfriend know? Because he wasn't involved in it either. I think her boyfriend didn't even know. Her boyfriend might have been lied to as well.
I think she'd been lying to everybody.
I think James is right. I think she was living in someone's dorm. but not
I
actually attending.
guarantee you, she was in the dorm for the parties. She was there to make friends and dilly
It's
dally.
interesting though, because she had a plan here. All right, she abandoned her car. She led her boyfriend to have that text.
Yeah.
But the text was silly though. It shouldn't have been that.
This was
the
all
police
very
was being
deliberate.
Pulled over. It should have been that I feel like I'm being followed by somebody, and then go ahead and abandon the car.
Is she a dumbass or is she a dumbass?
Well, she didn't attend college, so you tell me.